Good afternoon, and this time around I'm gonna do a story time. So this happened to be a story time about another friend, a fake friend that my daughter had when my daughter was, I'm gonna say, 8 or 9 years old. Now, this girl, she's just as fake as the girl who used to spend the night at my daughter's house, and I would order her and my daughter some pizza and buy them candy and everything, which was unappreciated. And that's the little girl who had stopped up my toilet and was scared I was going to beat her ass with a belt. I should have beat her ass with a belt for stopping up my toilet, because the whole time she was a fake friend to my daughter. And it really hurt me that I had to stand by and watch her and so many other girls who my child considered to be a friend and was crazy about these girls too. Now, this other girl who my daughter considered to be a good friend, she used to call this girl her best friend, but this girl was never a good friend to my daughter. She not only stole my daughter's phone, went home with the phone, and the next day told her mama that she had my daughter's phone the whole time. And then her mom had came to my house and brought me the phone and apologized to me for her daughter. So, this fake friend that my daughter had, and I'll never forget, her name was Ashley, and her last name was Raspberry. Ashley Raspberry, and this girl, she was pretty. I give anybody their props, whether they fake friend, enemy, or whoever. She was pretty. She had nice sandy brown hair, something like the color of this hair on my head. She was light brown. She had hazel eyes, and she was tall and skinny, but she was a pretty girl. But she had a lot of problems. And a lot of the time, she used to love to hang around my daughter. Come and knock on the door for my daughter, because, back then, I used to spoil my daughter. I used to buy her all the latest snacks, and I always had snacks and everything. And my daughter is the type of person, she's very giving. She's very nice, and she's very giving, especially to people who don't deserve her being giving and nice to them. This girl definitely did not deserve to be friends with my daughter. So, the phone situation, I'm going to bring that up after I talk about. This is something this Ashley Raspberry girl did to my daughter that I will never, ever forget. So, one afternoon, and this was like an hour after I got my daughter out of school, and the girl and these other girls went to the same elementary school my daughter went to. So, the girl, Ashley Raspberry, and two other girls who was fake friends to my daughter came and rang my doorbell. They came over there to jump my daughter, real talk. But I didn't find that out until after I had talk to the girl, Ashley Raspberry. So they rang my doorbell. They asked for my daughter to come outside, and I told my daughter, these girls want to play with you. So the park was right behind my apartment, the playground. So I go to the patio door, and I'm still the same way today. Anytime my daughter goes outside, I be watching her and observing, trying to, because people are fake and they're just not really your friend like that. So I'm at my patio door and I'm watching. The girl, Ashley Raspberry, was pushing this stroller with the baby in it. And the other two girls, all of a sudden, they're arguing with my daughter. My daughter is giggling at their ass because she's like, is these bitches serious? Like arguing with her for nothing. The fatter girl grabbed my daughter by the shirt like this and was about to hit her until I yelled out, and I'm like, you get your motherfucking hands off my daughter now. The girl who grabbed my daughter's shirt ran. The other girl that was fixing to hit my daughter after the girl grabbed the shirt ran. And the girl, Ashley Raspberry, came back to the house with my daughter, telling me, well, when I came with them and I knocked and rung your doorbell, they had already plotted and planned to beat your daughter up. And I'm like, okay, you her friend? So why is it when you saw that they was about to jump my daughter, why you just stood there? Well, because I'm friends with them too, and they was gonna beat me up too if I would have jumped in. And I'm like, don't come to my house ever again, because you can't be trusted. And I'm like, as far as I'm concerned, this friendship between you and my daughter is over with. My daughter crying at the time, yelling, no, mama, no, don't make her leave. I'm like, yes, I am. And I made my daughter go in the room and take a nap. Like, I couldn't believe what I witnessed, and I couldn't believe that this girl, Ashley Raspberry, supposed to be my daughter's friend, it's like she was in on it too. And it just made me even the more mad that my daughter was crazy about this girl, real crazy about her, that one day I was low on something to drink, and it was one soda left, one can of soda left, and she went in the refrigerator and gave it to the girl, and I went off on her, and I made the girl leave, because I'm like, we live in hand to mouth enough as it is, and you don't take the last of whatever the fuck I have in this house and give it away to her, especially, because that's not your friend. Yes, she is, Mom. I'm like, no, she not. This girl was hanging with all the opps, all the girls in the neighborhood of the apartment complex that did not like my daughter. Then she would come knock on my door and ask my daughter to give her a popsicle, some candy, some chips, and it takes me back to all the other times when I was in the 5th grade in the elementary, and I had this best friend, and my mama saw something in the girl that, she didn't like her, and she used to always tell me that this girl really not your friend. And I used to tell her, Mom, yes, she is. And I told my mom that, like, I love her, And she is my friend. Why are you saying these things? She's like, my mom was like, you just cannot trust her. And the whole time, my mama was so right about that girl, because that girl it was another girl at the school, and the girl told her to hit me, and she did it. And other little backstabbing things that she did to me, they let me know that she was never my friend. So, but it really kills me as a parent to sit back and see a lot of girls who my daughter really considered a friend, really used to be crazy about, backstabbed her, stole from her. And the Ashley Raspberry girl asked to see my daughter's phone at the time. And then her mom called my phone and told me to tell her, and she had a little brother too, to tell both of them to come home. She runs out the door. I never did see her give my daughter's phone back. She runs out the door. Didn't even say bye to my daughter. Her little brother runs out the door too. And we noticed the phone is missing. So I called that night and I asked the girl mama. I'm like, my daughter's phone is missing. And she was like, well, I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. We don't have it. Then the very next day, early in the morning, the girl mama called me and say, I got your phone. Yeah, my daughter swore up and down that she didn't have the phone, but I called her with the phone, and she drove over to my house and brought me the phone. And you don't get many parents like that in the hood that's honest and nice like that, who, will do that. Some of them will lie for their child, and they will be for whatever wrong that they do. But we both were adults, and we had to be an adult about the situation. But yeah, that was another fake friend, other than the other fake friend that stopped up my toilet and was also hanging with some opps that didn't like my daughter. This girl, Ashley Raspberry, set my daughter up to get jumped, and then came to the house and tried to convince me that when they asked her if she was going to help jump my daughter, she said no. But I will never forget those days. Those were some depressing days, because you really can't put your hands on other people's kids. Because I wanted to put my hands on a lot of people's kids. But just like I didn't want nobody putting their hands on my daughter, I had to respect the boundaries and don't put my hands on other people's kids, even if they are in my house, being disrespectful to me. This was back in the day. My daughter was 8, and those girls was around 8 years old too. But that was a lot. That was a lot. Because I love my daughter dearly, and it just killed me to sit back and watch all these girls who she considered to be her friend. They were fake the whole time and hanging with her enemies. But the same things happened to me too when I was a kid. So full circle. I'm about to end this video because I have some errands to run, and I might come back with another video. Until then, y'all stay blessed.